Hello, friends. This is Darren Hayes of Pigskin.com. Before we take you to your favorite Sports History Network show, just want to tell you a little bit about some merch that you can pick up that represents your favorite SHN podcast. So far, there's t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even books from some of the authors that do podcasts right here on SHN. Who could buy something better than that, than have the history right from the gentleman that you hear talking about it? But we also are adding things each and every day. And where's that store, may you ask? Well, it's at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. Up at the top, there is the SHN merch button. Click on that. It'll take you right to the store, and you can be representing your favorite podcast and show the world that, hey, on the swag that I'm using, it's the headquarters of sports yesteryear, Sports History Network, and my favorite podcaster, the Sports History Network store. Shop there today. Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history and for your daily sports break, where we go over some of the greatest events in sports history, the people that performed them, and their uniform numbers if they so wore them. And we're going to talk about September 29th today. But before we get to that, let's make sure you know about our daily newsletter. You can sign up so easily. Go to the show notes of this very podcast, sign up for email subscription. You'll get a newsletter tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., just like you will each and every day, telling you everything that's going on in the Pig Pen, Pigskin Dispatch, Jersey Dispatch, and the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast, as well as Orville Mulligan, sports writer, and many things that are going on at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. So make sure you join that at email subscriber on Pigskin Dispatch, JerseyDispatch.com, or the show notes of this very podcast. Now, our uniform numbers we'll talk about for this September 30th are 26, 5, 4, 18, 53, 21, 32, 35, 31, 2, and a number 21 jersey. September 30th, 1904 is where we'll start. And Chicago White Sox lefty pitcher Doc White pitched his fifth shutout in 18 days. That is quite a feat there to be shutting down some Major League Baseball players. September 30th, 1927, Yankees slugger Babe Ruth crushed his Major League Baseball record 60th home run off of Tom Zachary in the 8th inning of New York's 4-2 victory over the Washington Senators at Yankee Stadium. September 30th, 1939, Chicago pitcher Clint Brown, number 26, set an MLB record with his 61st relief appearance as the White Sox defeated the St. Louis Browns 7-5. September 30th, 1945, Detroit's future Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman, number 5 Hank Greenberg, hit an American League pennant-winning grand slam on the final day of the season as the Tigers beat the St. Louis Browns 6-3 in that contest. September 30th, 1949, a late-season batting terror. Pittsburgh Pirates' Ralph Kiner, who wore number 4, hit his 54th home run and a National League record 16 of those great shots over the fence in the month of September. September 30th, 1956, White Sox number 8 team, Jim Darrington, 16 years old. He was the youngest to start a game, but he lost that game that day. September 30th, 1965, Los Angeles Dodger number 53, Don Drysdale. 23-12 was his record. He wins his 13th straight game, 7 by shutouts in that season. September 30th, 1972, Pittsburgh Pirates right fielder number 21, Roberto Clemente, doubled off of Mets pitcher number 32, John Matlack, become the 11th Major League Baseball player to record 3,000 hits as the Pirates beat New York 5-0. September 30th, 1980, Oakland outfielder number 35, Rickey Henderson, sets an American League stolen base record with his 97th in the A's 5-1 win over the Chicago White Sox. This broke Ty Cobb's mark of 96, which was set all the way back in 1915. September 30th, 1984, California Angels. Number 39, Mike Witt, pitched a perfect game over the Texas Rangers for a 1-0 win. He was the 11th in the Angel organization to throw a perfect game. September 30th, 1992, Kansas City Royals. Number 5, George Brett gets 4 hits and became the 18th to get to 3,000 hits. September 30th, 1997, New York Yankees, Tim Raines, who wore number 31, Derek Jeter wearing that number 2 jersey of his, and Paul O'Neill, number 21, were the first trio to hit 3 consecutive home runs in the postseason. It was in a game where the Yankees defeated the Cleveland Indians 8-6, so they needed each one of those home runs to win that game. And that is your sports break. That's your sports history for September 30th. Glad you could join us once again, and we hope you join us each and every day. And don't forget, you can find more at sportshistorynetwork.com and pigskindispatch.com and jerseydispatch.com. Till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel. Get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so
retro
it was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
placards.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.